Right, so it's early March now. I'm just starting to get our tomato seed sown. It's about 8 weeks now until the polytunnel is going to be warm enough for these plants to go out. And 8 weeks from sowing is the perfect sort of time to get these plants well established, but have them still vigorous and not pot bound or leggy. So I'm going to show you how I sow mine, and then I'm going to show you how I set the propagator up to try and ensure these get off to a flying start. So the first thing I need to do is get some compost ready. As with any seeds I'm sowing, I'll always use the light mix. It's got perfect consistency for sowing seeds. And I'll just do one pot for now. Just put it through one of these sort of egg or veg crates, whatever they are, just to knock any of the bigger lumps about. And then take our pot. So this is a like 3-inch pot. I'll sow all the seeds into this. Just overfill it, give it a shake and a tap, and that's nice and even now. So basically I'll sow the seeds into these quite thickly. I might get 15 or 20 seeds in a pot like that. And then when it comes to pricking them out, I'll prick them into 7cm pots like this, and then they'll stay in there until they get established. And then in about 4 or 5 weeks time, something like that, then they'll be ready to get put back individually into pots like this, and that's where they'll stay until they get planted out into the polytunnel. So we've got a pot. We'll take our seeds and then just thinly spread them out on the surface of the compost. So we haven't compressed that compost at all yet, we've just given it a tap down, so the surface is still really loose. So then as soon as we've got our seed on there, I'm going to take this little press, it just fits these pots perfectly, and just give it a really light, gentle press on the top, and all that does is push the seeds into the soil surface so that they've got really good contact. Then I'll just get a little bit of this fine vermiculite, dust it over the top, a tiny bit more, like that, and that is all they need. Perfect. Remember the label as always. All I do then is give the pots a really good soak. These won't want any more water now until after germination. As soon as that surface starts to become damp, the pots are going to be fully saturated and they're ready to go in the propagator. Now you don't need too much height when it comes to propagation, so I'm using a small grow tent led on its side. This gives me roughly twice the amount of space compared to being stood up. I've got 2 low voltage LED lights in there to get the young plants growing well. And I'm also using that same vermiculite to line the base of the propagator. Again, this gives even bottom heat, and as long as it's kept damp, it provides a perfect environment for germination and stops anything drying out. Set the temperature anywhere from low to mid-20s, and within a week or so we should have tomato seedlings jumping out the pots. Thanks for watching. Follow to see what else I'm up to in the garden.